Hi, Mom. That's what I say now.
Episode 41.
2. 42, Blue.
42, Blue.
You know what the number 42 means?
Oh my gosh. This is our Miles Morales episode.
Oh.
I was thinking Jackie Robinson. I didn't even think about that. Wait, is it 42 flavors? No, it's 32.
31. Baskin Robbins?
Wait, what did you say, Dave?
Jackie Robinson.
Oh, Jackie Robinson. Wait, I thought Jackie Robinson, Baskin Robbins. See, I thought you said J.K. Simmons.
See,
and then I reinterpreted. I said, surely he didn't say J.K. Simmons.
I hope you're recording.
Let's just snowball effect into a podcast.
All right, well, why don't you just shut up?
Hello there. Just chuck a fun affections.
99 nerds. This is episode 42 with Jonathan.
Hi, I'm Jonathan.
David.
Give me a second. I just want to say hi to everybody.
David. David's here.
I'm here.
And Austin. And this is podcasting.
I think we found ourselves a new slogan.
I like it.
This is podcasting.
I'm going to keep saying it. What are we doing today, guys?
We're just here to be together.
You know that Leonard Skinner song? Freebird?
Is it by Leonard Skinner?
I think so. It's on Guitar
Isn't it
Hero.
like a 12-minute song?
That's the only reason I know it. Yeah, it's got 730-something notes in Guitar Hero Easy Mode.
Dang.
Wow.
I know because there was an achievement that you had to
Get them all.
get it perfect. Yeah. It took me days to get it.
One of my abiding memories of Austin is I think you came over my house. You hadn't played Guitar Hero in like months.
Yeah.
Like you kind of like got off the bandwagon. You were like an addict in recovery.
Yeah.
You told everybody, I can't do this no more. I'm addicted to video games. So you come over my house and you were there for like 20 minutes
Sure.
and Guitar Hero was set up.
Oh my gosh.
So you pulled it out and you immediately went to one of the songs. I don't remember which one it was. And then you played it on Expert and you just nailed it. And you played it, and then you were like, you basically just dropped the guitar on the ground, and you were like, I am a Guitar Hero. I am a Guitar Hero. And then you walked out the door.
Dude, that game, I can't play real guitar to save my life. I took lessons. After Guitar Hero came out and I got good at it, I decided, well, what if I took real guitar lessons?
I tried to learn to play guitar. I bought and borrowed a guitar to play that Rocksmith game. You guys ever hear about that? It's like the video game that you hook up an electric guitar to,
Right.
and it would teach you how to play.
Right.
It's like gamifying the system.
Right.
That's cool.
Well, I was going to
It
say,
was cool, but it wasn't like, it was still hard.
real guitar lessons are not nearly as fun as Guitar Hero.
No, they're annoying.
There's no positive feedback.
And you got to like sit there with some.
Or star power.
I'm waiting for my instructor to tell me, hit the start button.
The whammy bar. Where's the whammy bar?
Wow, 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 wow.
You got to sit in a small, smuggy room with a guy named Jim.
Jim.
Randall.
Randall.
Oh,
Who hasn't showered in a week.
Yeah, it's a weird experience. Did I ever tell you I tried to learn how to play drums?
No.
Do you guys play any instruments at all?
No, I suck.
I'm sorry. Those don't necessarily have to be mutually exclusive.
Sean, I suck. I can't.
Okay. Dave, you never learned how to play anything?
I tried a little bit.
I tried to play drums. My older brother could play drums. My sister could play piano a little bit.
Yeah.
So I was like, well, I'll play drums. But no, I took like 2 lessons and I'm like, this is not going to work.
I'm
not good enough.
In my heart of hearts, I've always wanted to learn how to play piano and violin.
Yeah, dude.
But that's going to be something like when I'm 63 and the kids are out of the house and I'm retired and nothing else to do. That's when I'll get moderately decent at it.
Dude, I was at a sushi restaurant recently, and this waiter whipped out a violin.
What?
He just started playing Can't Help Falling in Love.
What?
And the whole restaurant went silent and listened, and half the restaurant was crying by the end of it. And when he was over, it was like, where did you get that violin?
Who are you?
Yeah, what's going on?
Was he an employee?
I want that power.
I think it was an anniversary that he was playing for.
I want to make people cry.
Austin, your anniversary's coming up.
Dude, tomorrow's my anniversary.
Dave, your anniversary's coming up.
Yeah.
Coming up.
25 years sober.
On its way.
But anyway, Freebird. This episode we're gonna free ball. So
Oh. Okay.
It's great. Damn, that was a great full circle joke.
So
Just like a bird, it,
you were
it came home to
you
the
were
nest.
talking about addicting. I don't even remember what.
I was talking about video game addiction.
Video game addictions. Here's
Oh
the
no,
thing.
my camera's doing that weird thing again.
Oh, just keep it off you. That's fine.
I'm good for that.
So I recently downloaded Lord of the Rings: Rise to War mobile game.
Why?
I don't know.
Is it fun? Do you enjoy it?
No.
Oh, okay.
It's kind of one of those things where, like, with Star Wars,
Isn't that the definition of a mobile game, though?
yes, and that's what I want to talk about.
Okay.
So here's the thing, guys. It's good if you want to learn the characters, because like I'm starting the game, I'm like 4 days into it, and like there's already a bunch of characters popped out that I'm not familiar with. But here's what I'm gonna do live on this podcast. I'm gonna delete it from my phone.
Okay.
Because here's the thing about mobile games, guys. They will ruin your life.
Sorry.
They are the biggest time vortex. Young kids out there, maybe you don't have a phone yet, maybe you just got a phone, delete the games. You know that classic, like, hey, you got any games on your phone? Don't be that person, because
Who says that? The kid or the
kids,
parents?
any kid
Okay.
that is young,
That's
they're
weird.
the biggest time vortex, and they are designed specifically to suck every ounce of life out of you, and you give it to the game. And then they get you sucked into the point where you want to buy stuff, and then they make $1 billion off of you and your friends because you're buying $20.99 packs that unlock this character. And yeah, I'm deleting it now because the last 4 days have been absolute hell.
Dang.
They're
for
designed
you.
in a way where
You've got some strength that I never knew you had before.
I know in 7 hours, I need to go check the base that I was upgrading to make sure that I can cash in on my
Well,
build.
what happens if you don't?
Well, then I'm not being efficient, Sean, and I'm not upgrading my guys as fast as I could be.
You're going to let Mordor win.
I am, and my neighboring Gondorians are going to take over my plotted land because I'm not guarding it. I'm working.
Frickin' King Theoden right now is sitting on his throne going, where was Austin
You know how
when the
close-
Westfold fell?
You know how close I was to unlocking Eowyn? I was pumped.
You know, those Lord of the Rings decks for Magic the Gathering came out have an Eowyn as a commander.
Oh my gosh. But
Zach TZ bought him.
oh my gosh.
Speaking of addiction, we got him back in. Uh-oh.
Oh no.
I wonder if there's going to be a cascade here happening.
Dang.
You guys are next.
So yeah, we've talked about it before, but Galaxy of Heroes, Star Wars, complete time vortex.
Dave, how much do you think you put in to that game, money-wise?
Money?
Come on, just say it.
I gotta go.
It wasn't that much. It was probably $100 total, right?
I probably spent like $200 on it.
Oh, okay. But was that like post level 80? Because it's like 85 was when the game
When you
starts.
unlock the game.
Yeah.
You had to grind for 85 days, and then you unlock the game.
But they all do it strategically. When you first download it, they just give you everything. They give you a taste of everything. Open this chest. Unlock this pack. Look at this character you just got. Wasn't that fun? And it's all these little hits.
Chuck.
These hits of dopamine. And then you realize, oh, that chest that they were giving me for free for,
Was a psychedelic drug.
for 3 days in a row, that's a $15 pack. But if I don't keep opening those, my guys won't keep leveling up, Sean. How will I unlock Eowyn? But then guess what? You look up a YouTube video, Eowyn sucks in the game. It's not even worth it. So it's a good thing I looked ahead, and it's a good thing I just deleted it.
She's not known for her strength, but for her courage.
Well, she took out the Witch King.
What about
She was-
Boromir?
Yeah, just that one guy.
Can you get Boromir in that game?
She took out one guy. Yeah, I was super pumped to get him. Look it up. He's trash. They
You're
gave
trash,
me
Gad.
Faramir, and they gave me Dwalin, the dwarf. And I started leveling up Faramir, thinking like this. I like Faramir. He's a cool guy.
It's just a shadow of Boromir.
Guess what?
better.
My Dwalin that was chilling in the background, not gaining any experience because I wasn't using him. He's one of the stronger characters in the game. So yeah, I'm just pulling the shoot on this one and calling it no bueno. I thought we had a good one.
So I can download that game now that you gave it up?
Yeah, only a few
I'll
people
get
can
it too.
download it at a time.
Well, actually, was it more Clash of Clans or more Galaxy of Heroes?
Never played Clash of Clans, but I'm guessing more Clash of Clans.
Clash of Clans was very base.
You got to
building.
take over territories. You got to upgrade your armies. You got to upgrade your guys, upgrade your commanders, upgrade your training barracks, upgrade your wood production.
I'm going to stop you right there because I don't want to have to find all this footage.
I will say that it is extremely complex.
Here's what I'll say.
It took me 2 days just to learn, like, oh, I'm earning steel because I took over these things.
Steel.
Steel,
in Lord of the
stone,
Rings. That's anachronistic.
Steel, stone,
Iron,
wood,
sure.
and wheat. And then there's a marketplace where you can swap them and you can buy stuff. And it's just, it never ends, Sean. It never ends. And then
Okay.
it's like, you could unlock Gandalf the Grey. Well, obviously I want to do that. What do I got to do that? And so you start working towards that. You start spending resources. I refuse to spend $1 on those games. And that's why it always takes me forever and everything's a grind. And you got to act efficiently. If this timer's up in 3 hours, I'm going to set an alarm. So in 3 hours, I know I just finished upgrading my knights. And now I got to go finish upgrading my rangers. And then my dwarf axe throwers need to be upgraded right after that. And it's all like clockwork. You got to set an alarm. You got to be efficient. But then guess what, Sean? I spent all this time looking towards Gandalf the Grey. He's trash too. You would think he's a good character. He's not. Even Legolas. Trash, apparently. Trash commander. Gimli. You need like a ton of points to unlock him. He's apparently trash.
So
And I didn't even get into the 1v1s.
so you don't like the game.
I'm done with it.
Okay. Rebuttal. What if there is some value to how addicting these games are? What if you said psychology earlier?
Dude, yeah.
What if there's a way to break down the addictive psychology
Dude, there's
of these games
there's an
and
algorithm.
use it to get people to like, comment, and subscribe?
We simply
to 99 Nerds.
We simply need to give them a taste of all of our juiciest parts, and then maybe there's a different way to phrase that.
There's probably a lot of other ways to phrase it.
Give them a taste of our best stuff, and then we withhold it and say, "Well, just give us $9.99."
I am more than willing to
Substack.
get rid of a lot of the juiciest parts of me.
You know what the best
I could
movie?
benefit from that.
You know what the best movie I have ever seen is?
What, Sean?
Subscribe
That's
to 99 Plus Nerds, where you'll find out.
Dang.
On our Twitch stream Substack. I don't even know how to do that.
Speaking of Boromir, Sean, do you know who Ned Stark is?
Yeah.
Do you know about that?
The actor or the character?
Do you know about that?
I know the actor's name is Sean Bean. He's pretty infamous.
Me and Emily started Game of Thrones.
Oh, you started watching that show.
Man, what a great show. What a great show.
You like it.
The cast of characters, I love them all.
You
Except
you've-
some of them.
you've watched all of the first 2 seasons, right?
Yes, I'm 2 seasons in.
What's the season 2 finale?
I feel like season 2 is a little rough, but because I watched all 10 hours in a row,
my
it
gosh.
wasn't that bad. Season 2 ends with Daenerys getting her dragons back.
Season 2? Oh yeah, because she kills the bad guys who took them.
Yeah, the House of the Undying.
I think I've seen that clip.
And then
She kills Gandalf, I think, right?
Jon
She
Snow.
released a Balrog.
Jon
She is
Snow
the
is with
Balrog.
the Wildling group. He's taken before their king. And then what's his face? The king is still a kite.
Oh my gosh.
King
Joffrey.
Joffrey, yeah. King
Yeah.
Joffrey.
He's not a good guy.
He's the worst, dude. Oh, what's his face? The guy, he reminds me of Samwise Gamgee. I don't remember. I think his name is Sam, actually.
Samuel Tarly.
Yeah, him.
Yeah.
Yeah, Sam was stuck in the storm because winter has come,
Yep.
and he saw all the White Walkers. So,
That's the crazy thing about winter is it's always on its way.
yeah, so Game of Thrones, Ost.
Yeah.
You have 7 kingdoms, all controlled by one king. At the very top of the map, top of the kingdoms, they built a wall. Okay? The northern wall.
Good strat.
This wall is guarded by men, rangers, the Black Watch.
He's one of them rangers.
Exactly. So these people are like the criminals of the world, what they do, this is like,
It's a prison sentence kind of to be sent there.
it's like
Australia.
you get a reset on life. You get a reset on life
Giant
there.
spiders and crocodiles.
yeah.
If you were caught stealing, rather than getting your hands cut off, you have the choice to go protect the wall.
Gotcha.
So the wall is a brand new slate, and basically this wall was constructed to keep everything north of the wall out.
Sure.
So it's very hidden, mysterious. What's going on the north side of the wall?
Right.
Basically, you just hear winter is coming. Winter is coming. It's been a long summer, but winter is coming.
Oh boy.
So from where I'm at, summer's been like 9 years long, but you keep getting warnings like winter is coming. So they're guarding this wall. You got a bunch of different characters, a bunch of different storylines going on, and it just jumps around to everybody throughout the couple seasons. But Jon Snow, his story is he ends up going to the wall to become a ranger. And he's like a total baller. He takes no crap.
He's like an Aragorn type guy, right?
Exactly. He reminds you of Aragorn.
I know what he looks like.
But you've got this family. You've got so many different families. You got the Starks, the Baratheons, the Lannisters. The Lannisters are the worst, dude. So my favorite characters so far has been Ned Stark. Rip.
In peace.
Lord Tyrion. He is the imp. He is Peter Dinklage. He is one of the best characters.
Dinklebottom.
But yeah, the show is awesome. I love the storylines. Daenerys' storyline is all right. It's getting somewhere. Aquaman is in it. Jason Momoa.
Jason Momoa.
He's not one of the good guys.
No. And he dies right away.
That's good.
First season.
Get rid of the bad guys. Keep the good guys. That's what the show's all about.
Get rid of Jason.
The show is all about the good guys being okay and the bad guys not being okay,
So
right,
they're,
Dave?
They're doing.
Yeah, but the bad guys win.
Oh,
They're doing
Stinks.
what James Gunn should have.
Right.
what's,
Just
what's
killed
that?
him.
Oh,
He's coming back, Sean. Because no matter what dimension they go to, he's Aquaman.
that's right.
It doesn't matter, Sean. He's coming back.
Do you think we're gonna find him still falling, like still half asleep in that puddle?
I hope so. I hope that's Aquaman 3. Sean, are you about to hit that Barbenheimer double premiere?
I have tickets to see Oppenheimer with some people.
So you're gonna
Yep.
Arby?
All right. So here's the thing.
Oppenheimer.
Here's the thing.
Harby.
Oppenheimer does come out that night.
Yes.
I technically do have time.
Wow.
If I finish all of my work as early as possible, and I take off a little bit earlier, I could make a showing of Barbie
Yeah.
and then go see Oppenheimer.
Dude,
But
do it.
that might be really exhausting. Not even, regardless of the movies, that might just be kind of draining for me.
Yeah, I hear that.
So
I
we'll
heard
see.
they use 0 CGI in Oppenheimer.
Yeah.
0.
Dang.
Which means he lights a nuke off.
I saw a great reel that was like, come on, man. You got to use some CGI in this movie. Like, don't be ridiculous. And he's like, you use CGI in Interstellar. He goes, did I? He goes, what? You have no idea what I'm capable of. He said, please don't.
Have you guys seen Tenet, his other film?
No,
Tenet.
I
I
saw
saw
half of it on a plane. I didn't see the other half.
Tenet was Tenet should have been really, really good for me, but I struggled with the thing a lot of people did where I watched it in the theater and it was impossible to keep up with so
Yeah.
much of the dialogue because it was really hard to hear in the mix,
Dang.
which totally stunk. And that was actually probably the third Nolan film that I had that problem with. And I was very annoyed at that point. I'm like, this isn't even fun anymore.
Dang.
So I do think I would benefit from rewatching that movie with
Oh,
subtitles.
for sure. That movie, for the first half of the movie, you're playing catch up. Like, you have no idea what's going on.
Right.
And then once you figure out what's going on, then you have to remember everything that just happened.
Right.
But
Yeah, I got to the point. I don't remember. It's like he finds that machine that the rich people are using, where he goes in one hallway and then he like loops around to the other.
Right.
Am I making any sense?
Right.
Because
And
it's
he can
time
see
travel.
he can see the bad guy on the other side of the glass.
Right. And literally like that's
And the bad guy's talking into a microphone like,
I don't remember that. I don't remember that at all.
and the music is also so loud, it's impossible possible.
And that's when I stopped.
Yeah, it was too much.
That's like the spot where it.
You mean the exact midpoint of the film?
Yeah.
Where they literally transition between?
Yeah, I guess so. I don't know. I haven't seen the second half.
All right, well, there you go.
Yeah, it's time travel, but it's a different take on time travel.
Does Barry Allen show up?
No.
Good. Ezra, stay home. You jerk.
Batman shows up.
Dude, there's so many side-by-sides. His original suit in Dawn of Justice is sweet. Like, it is a really cool looking suit.
You mean Justice League?
Whatever. Dawn of Justice, yeah.
Isn't it the one that has like all those weird like cable ties on it?
Yeah, it's like super like metal looking.
No, I mean it looks like really awkward. It's got it like looks like it's got all these weird.
It looks like it took him an hour to put it on.
It looks like, you know how like sometimes you go to Best Buy or whatever and they have like a weird like
Yes.
straps around
Security
like
strap,
security wires. It looks like he stole it from a Best Buy.
Yeah, that's actually a good call. I talked about Across the Spider-Verse and how it's my favorite movie. I've
You
ever
guys
seen.
have been talking a lot about the Spider-Verse
Dude, I can't-
films
I
since we
can't stop.
recorded that podcast.
I won't stop.
My phone gets blown up nonstop with you guys sending video memes
There's
and
so many
secrets revealed.
There's so
and
many cool
Easter
secrets,
eggs.
things you didn't notice the first time. But with all of that being said, I saw one reel.
Okay, just one.
I mean, I've sent you probably 3,700 Across the Spider-Verse tidbits.
Okay.
I saw one reel that was a hardcore edit of the opening of The Batman featuring Robert Pattinson with his opening monologue about how they think I'm in the shadows, but I am the shadows.
Is that what he says?
Something like that. And then it's just like this hardcore edit of Batman. And I said right there, you know what? Screw everything. I am backtracking on my backtrack. Batman is not a 9.5 and Across the Spider-Verse is 9.
Can't keep doing this.
Batman is a 9.6. Across the Spider-Verse is a 9.6. I love them both equally.
Aw.
And I think it's because
They're like your children.
if I was a lonely billionaire, I would become Batman.
Okay.
But if
Parents would have
there
to
are
but
there are several lonely billionaires out there, but none of them are Batman.
if if I was put in that situation, I relate the most with Batman. I would train to be an absolute deadly weapon, and I would be a vigilante. But if I had superpowers, I feel like the superhero that I am most like is probably Spider-Man.
How so?
Because he's the best, and
Okay.
I'm the best when I have superpowers. I don't know. He's just like, he just jokes around. Nothing's too serious.
He's quippy.
quippy.
He's quippy.
And he's great.
Which one am I like then? I feel like I could be Spider-Man in the quippy
Heck yeah,
zone,
dude.
but like, you know how Spider-Man he tries to like really beat up his villains emotionally before he beats them up physically.
Right.
Like he calls them like very insulting, derogatory names.
Right.
It's like, oh, Doc Ock, you look like a pinata hanging from the ceiling. Like,
Dang.
oh man, why would you say that?
Tough dig.
Yeah.
But I was saying to Miranda the other day, I'm like, honestly, like Batman's like my absolute favorite. Like he's the best. He's basically
These
me.
are just unprompted, uninitiated conversations you have with your wife.
I just gotta let her know. It's like, gosh, it's like he's basically me. I mean,
I just-
and she's like,
I can see you guys driving in a car for like an hour on a trip, and then you're just basically quiet the whole time. And you're just in the middle of just like dead stare down the road. Batman is my favorite of all
and
time.
she immediately responds, "Isn't he like a playboy billionaire who's super depressed and lonely and has nobody in his life?
It
with no
depends on the
family,
canon you're looking
no
at.
family and no kids." And I'm like, you're thinking of Bruce Wayne. He's not Bruce Wayne. He is Batman. He's more Batman than he is Bruce Wayne. I'm not Bruce Wayne, honey. Don't worry.
Michael Keaton seemed to be happy, like, even though he was like a feral gorilla or whatever. No, he was a monkey, and Ben Affleck was a gorilla.
Yeah, that's a good call.
What would Robert Pattinson be then? He's a bat for sure.
Orangutan.
He's an orangutan bat hybrid. I'll throw that in a
That's
mid-journey.
terrifying. Oh, yeah. So, yeah, those are my thoughts for today. Major news, the biggest news we've been waiting for. Actually, second biggest news. We're still waiting for one more. They casted Superman. Our boy. What's his name?
I don't know.
Come on, Sean. You're the guy.
I have not seen him in anything before.
That's good to hear. Because I didn't know who Cavell was.
I don't know him. The supposedly. Well, I don't know. I don't know if these are confirmed or they're rumors. It's hard for me to know anymore. Especially because, well, I think it's because a lot of big movies like these are so risky. Think about it. Mm-hmm. You end up with a film that's obviously going to have a multi-$100 million budget and marketing budget attached to it.
Right.
Well, okay, we're going to hire some, I'm not going to say they're nobody, but significantly not as famous person to play Superman. Well, what if he turns out to not be a good actor? Or
right.
What if he turns out to, I don't know, have maybe some personal problems that screw everything up? It's a gamble on a new person. And so part of me thinks maybe it's not always a good idea to just throw it out there. Hey, they're playing Superman before they've even arrived on set.
Yeah.
Like, hey, I mean, I remember when Daisy Ridley saying something along the lines of, you know, she was a relatively unknown actress when she was Ray.
Right.
And it was like the first day on set, you know, she was doing her lines, doing her job, and somebody on set said, ooh, you know, the performance was a little wooden or something. Like, let's try some other things. And according to her, it just like made her die inside for the rest of the day.
Poor Daisy.
But I mean, you know, those are the sorts of, I'm just saying that's the sort of pressure that
for sure
somebody has to spend years getting through.
True.
So, I mean, I don't know anything about this guy, and I don't know if I want to put so much of the weight of the world on his shoulders, because he's not Superman.
Dang.
He's just a nerd.
Isn't is he?
He's just a nerd like us.
His name
like
is David Cornswet.
He looks like he's like a British playboy.
Oh my!
Who smells like
The same
vanilla.
picture I am.
No.
Man, I'm desperate for an American to play an American superhero at this
I know,
point.
So
I'm sick
people,
of it.
he's 29 years old, born in Philadelphia, Pennsylvania. He said his dream casting would have been, like, years ago he was interviewed, and he says dream casting would be Superman. He wanted to be Superman. And people were mad. Because,
How long ago was this?
Like 3 years ago. Maybe 4.
Amateur hour.
Wow.
Come on, bro.
Maybe he was 12. I don't know.
How was he 12 3 years ago? What are you saying?
What I'm saying is I read it a long time ago, and I don't know where I read it. And I'm just guessing now, okay? Listen, like Theo Von once said, I don't really know what I'm talking about most of the time. And I thank you guys for supporting me in that and always being there. People were mad because he looks too much like Henry Cavill. And people are like, yeah, you know who Henry Cavill looks like?
What the heck?
Superman.
You know who Henry Cavill looks a lot like? Tom Welling. Who's Superman in the Smallville show.
Oh, yeah?
Oh, yeah.
As far as I'm concerned, those are the only in the long history. Oh my gosh, touching Mike. Long history of Supermans. Those are the only two actors I feel fit the bill. Is Tom Welling and Cavill.
Well, now, David, let me ask you the question that I know you're going to have an answer for. How many pounds of muscle does this guy need to put on to make you happy?
Well, I'm looking at an old picture. He has a defined jawline.
Sure does.
Man.
So that's good. Honestly, better than Cavill's.
It's more square for sure.
Guys, they're not
I said it, Sean.
talking about these guys like this.
I think Cavill's a little wider than this guy.
Man.
Yes.
So-
But look up.
You guys sound like a bunch of old baseball scouts.
I like Geronimo.
Yes.
Guy's an athlete, big, fast, talented.
Top of my list. Clean cut, good face.
Got an ugly girlfriend.
What's that mean?
Ugly girlfriend means no confidence.
Okay.
I'm just saying, his girlfriend is a 6 at best.
That's actually a really good description.
What's this guy's name? David what?
Cornswet?
David Cornsweat.
Corn's wet. I hate when my corn's wet.
Corn sweat.
You sure you want
Even worse when my corn's sweaty.
I don't know. He looks really thin. I don't know.
See, okay, look up the OG picture of Henry Cavill wearing the super suit for the first time.
Well, Henry Cavill was like, I don't even know how to describe him. He was like wrung out like a rag when he was in that Immortals movie. He was fit as a fiddle, but he wasn't like steroid Superman.
Right.
Ew. Is that real?
Yeah, maybe.
You should look at a picture of an old Henry Cavill and say, ew.
Yeah, he's little.
See, that's what I'm saying.
Wow.
They're about to frickin' load this dude up with brown rice and chicken breast.
Butter.
And corn.
Sweaty corn. And
Corn's wet.
he's gonna get muscular, dude. I'm not worried about it.
What if we live in a day and an age where we just don't want to put our actors through
See,
that
look,
kind
look.
of
Let me ask you
steroid
something.
abuse?
Look.
Yeah, that's a bad pic. That's not real.
That is real.
That's Photoshop.
It does look pretty badly photoshopped, bro. Sorry.
Maybe that's mid journey. I don't know.
Well, actually, I was gonna say, why can't we just? Why aren't we at a place in life where we can just like, basically have the movie throw a Snapchat filter on top of the guy to make him look super buff?
I think what it is, they need to get the quads right. Wow. Because
Which one are the quads?
the legs. If you,
The part that's on camera like maybe 10% of the time.
it's like you want.
It's literally never on camera when we're in here.
I just want the scene where he's
That's why I don't work out
levitating
legs
up, and it's just like he has massive quads.
It's quadricepticals.
I think that would complete the look. I don't think I've
tell
ever
him he's
seen
got to
it.
hit the quad.
Hit the quad.
But let me ask you guys something. Do you think this movie's actually gonna happen?
Well,
What?
Isn't it the very first? It's like
I think it's
the
gonna
first
happen.
movie in James Gunn's new Gunderson.
Because The Flash just tanked.
Dude.
Yeah, but
that
that's,
wasn't even
that's
gunny.
the old guard. You know, you can't even let that.
Yeah.
So did Shazam,
Dude.
and so will Aquaman too.
Freaking will. So
Watch it will.
Yeah,
I promise it will.
Yeah.
I don't know, man.
Jason Momoa, why are you doing the things you're doing, man?
Jason Momoa is a good guy.
I think
He's a good boy.
I think I saw Warner Bros was negative 200 million on the Flash movie.
Ooh.
That's all. It's chump change.
Like
It's
at that point-
that's a rounding error.
Just give me the Batwoman movie. if we're just gonna go out and,
Figure this is like massive L's.
do you guys know there's a Batwoman show?
Yes.
Is there?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Is it? Wait.
Is it bad?
Wait. Is it?
I don't know.
Hold
I know
on.
nothing about it.
There's a super.
I heard about it once.
So actually, I have a question. Is it Supergirl or Superwoman?
Which one are you talking about?
Supergirl. I don't think there is a Supergirl.
Is it Superwoman or
I
Supergirl?
don't think there is a
Supergirl.
Is it Batgirl or Batwoman?
There's both. There's Batwoman and
There
Batgirl.
is, yeah.
What's the difference?
Batgirl was Barbara
Yeah.
Gordon. Batwoman is the chick with the red hair.
Didn't Barbara Gordon also have red hair?
Yeah. I don't think there's a Superwoman though because of Wonder Woman.
There's no Wonder Girl.
Exactly.
Catherine Kane.
The
is
woman
Batwoman.
part was already taken, so they gave us a girl.
Okay.
What's her face is petitioning to come back as Supergirl from the girl from Flash. I hope
Supergirl is in Flash.
Yeah.
Your
Oh, the
girl.
TV show.
No, the movie.
Wait. Oh yeah. Wait. So that's Supergirl.
Yeah.
Yes.
So there is no Superwoman.
I don't think so.
No.
But there's a Batwoman.
Yes.
Was that the movie that was canceled?
Yes.
Yes.
Not Batgirl.
Nope.
No.
But there's a Batgirl show.
No, there's a Batwoman show.
Yeah.
What about a Batgirl movie or a Batgirl show?
Batgirl is in the
This
shows.
is where it's gone wrong. What shows?
like all the animated ones. In The Killing Joke.
Yeah.
I just watched that.
But that
Oregonians.
wasn't that Barbara Gordon who got killed?
Yeah, but she's Batgirl.
She got paralyzed, right?
Oh, Batgirl is the one who was the first.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So when you get a new one, you upgrade.
Right.
We don't need a girl to do this job. We need a woman to do this job.
Dang.
An adult. Okay.
Yeah.
It's all coming together.
All right.
That's why Supergirl got her neck snapped by Zod, because she was just a girl
Right.
facing off against
Right.
An old man
Michael Shannon.
with some bad CGI.
Yeah. Good stuff.
Okay. I'm starting to understand now.
I'm more lost than I've ever been.
But as far as I recollect, there is no plans for any sort of Batgirl or Batwoman stuff going forward.
No,
I don't think
I mean,
so.
unless they tease, because if they're doing the gosh, what's the Robin name that they're doing?
Nightwing?
His son.
Oh,
Damian.
Yeah, Damian.
If they're
Damian
doing
Wayne.
Damian, at that point, the Batwoman is already established, I'm pretty sure. But I don't know if they're going to incorporate that all. But I was saying, second biggest news is who they casted Superman. The main news that we're waiting for is
Who's Lois Lane?
Exactly.
No, for real?
No,
Oh,
because we already have
because
that.
that's an actress I recognize. She's been in stuff.
Has she? I didn't recognize.
Who is it?
I was going to say who's going to be
She's
Batman.
she's a lady.
Everybody's petitioning for the guy from Supernatural and from The Boys to be Batman. I forget his name.
Jensen,
Oh,
whatever.
Everybody wants Jensen to be Batman.
How about you do this? You cast a 6'3", very strong jawed, big, strong frontal maxilla,
Okay.
male with blue eyes and black hair,
I got the perfect person.
who is not anything other than American.
Here's what you do. You get me some 3-inch boots and you dye my hair black.
I just feel like most of the when I watch a cartoon with Batman,
Yeah.
I always reckon that's based explicitly off the comics because you just need a voice actor.
Right.
And Batman's always this guy. He can have dark eyes, but he always has dark hair.
Right.
In fact, it's always been like the thing is like him and Superman look very similar.
Right.
I'm like, okay, wow, this is like nice representation.
Right.
You don't normally see these white dudes with black hair. Like, wow, this is really like diverse. Or something. And they got 2 of them. And they happen to be their biggest superheroes. But anyway, and then I just feel like growing up my whole life, I don't get that guy.
Right.
I get Michael Keaton,
Right.
Val Kilmer, George Clooney's close.
Close. How tall is George Clooney?
And then I get Christian Bale.
Not tall enough.
I mean, Christian Bale looks like me.
Sure does.
And then I get Robert Pattinson. No, I get Ben Affleck. Ben Affleck. Now we're getting somewhere. And
getting
then they
somewhere.
go backwards and they get Robert Pattinson.
We're getting somewhere, but
All of these guys are fine actors, but they just don't look like Batman.
you're 100% right.
Finally,
They got it right physically with Ben Affleck. For me, though, and I've heard from a lot of other people who feel the same way, the great thing they're doing with Superman is this guy I've never seen or heard of in my life. Blank slate, right?
sure.
When Batfleck came on the scene, I could not separate Ben Affleck from his previous showings.
We're trying hard enough.
I couldn't. All I could see was him from all of his other. And his suit was comic book accurate.
Was it?
Yeah, it was the most comic book accurate.
Batfleck?
It was the most comic book accurate.
looked like
Not
a
the one
gorilla.
in Flash though. That suit was
No,
trash.
he always looked like a gorilla in all the movies.
Yeah, and that's how Batman looks.
You know how they solved Batman never can move his neck? It's because they gave him a suit that just had no neck.
Right. Speaking of comic book accurate,
He talked like down here like this. Not because that was his voice, but because he literally was choking the entire time.
true. I didn't like any of the dialogue with Ben Affleck. I will say I've seen some clips. I haven't watched Batman vs Superman in a long time, but the opening scenes of him like running through the streets trying to save people, like the beginning, the first half of Batman vs Superman, I feel like his introduction as a character was really, really good. And then something where it's just like the more dialogue he had, the more jokes that there were. It just
The more people he killed in that movie,
Yeah.
more bodies that piled up.
in that warehouse. But speaking of comic book accurate costumes,
Okay.
did you see the latest Deadpool pictures?
Yeah, with your boy, huge Ackman.
Dude, he's the hugest Ackman I've ever met.
I'll try being nice. That's enough. All right, get off the stage. Right, stay back. You don't scare me, huge Ackman. Listen, mate, you don't want to fight me, all right?
I've never met him.
Looks fun.
Yeah.
he's got
it's-
sleeves.
He's been playing Wolverine for what, 23 years or something like that?
Longer than I've been alive.
He has never been on screen with a comic book accurate Wolverine outfit.
Sure.
And that appears to be changing.
Because he's not a comic book accurate Wolverine. He's like 6 foot tall.
That's true. Yeah, he'll never be. That reminds me. I was
Not hashtag not my
Wolverine.
my Wolverine. How tall is George Clooney?
hashtag snicked bub.
I was
Hashtag paws, not claws.
dang, dude.
So I've heard
He's 5'11". Okay, well,
how tall are you?
tried. 6 foot.
How tall are you, Dave?
5'11", 10.
Dang.
I'm 5'10".
I actually am probably like 5'11" and 3/4. So I would need 3 1/4 inch boots to wear. But that's what Pattinson was wearing. Am I right?
I don't know. I thought that guy was always pretty tall.
Yeah, he is. But I'm just saying the boots he was wearing in that movie were pretty stacked.
Me and Tom Cruise are the same height.
Oh, really?
Yeah. We're both like 4'3".
Dude, everybody's raving about his Mission Impossible movie. Apparently he's
Is it out?
Yeah. No. I have no idea. I've seen so many ads for it and I've never paid attention to the date because I'm just not in a position to see any movies right now.
It must be out, right? Because
I think so.
Dead Reckoning. We should go see Dead Reckoning.
What is that?
The Mission Impossible.
Oh my God.
Dead Reckoning. Part 1.
See, I've seen the ad 100 times. I just know he drives off a cliff and that's cool.
All you need to know is dun dun dun, dun dun dun, dun 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 dun.
I haven't seen the last 4 Mission Impossibles. Am I wrong for that?
You just need to know that the thing that gives him the message always blows up.
Something
at the
about
end, after he
here's the
gets the
thing.
message.
Something about Tom Cruise.
He's constantly going through phones. Every time somebody sends him a text message, just immediately crap.
I don't really see any of his movies.
Tom Cruise?
Nope.
You didn't see Top Gun?
I didn't.
Top Gun Maverick was a very good movie.
That's what I heard, and I want to see it.
And I
just keep forgetting about his existence.
I cannot. I'm unable to
Oh no.
care less about Top Gun, the franchise. I saw Top Gun, the first Top Gun, like a day or 2 days before I saw Top Gun Maverick.
Gotcha.
And I thought that movie is cheesy.
Right.
And of its time and lame.
Right.
And troubling.
Oh. What?
But Top Gun Maverick is a great movie.
Okay, well, that's what I've heard.
It reminds me of Star Wars: A New Hope.
Wow.
Of just like, that's a movie. That's a movie's movie right there.
Dude, yeah. Well, see, here's the thing. The ads that I've been seeing say Rotten Tomatoes 99%. But what I know...
What does that even mean?
It means...
99% of these 2 people that reviewed the movie thought it was good.
Okay, so maybe it's not in theaters yet. Yeah, because the audience score is coming soon. When does it come out then?
You know what I love about this podcast? How easy it is for literally any one of us 3 to look that up. But we're just all like...
We're just not. It says I can buy tickets to see it tomorrow, but there's no audience score on Rotten Tomatoes. But the critic score is 98%.
Maybe it's a conspiracy. They don't want you to know.
But the reason I was hesitant to trust that is because The Flash came out and everybody said it was 90% on Rotten Tomatoes. And now The Flash is sitting at 64% Rotten Tomatoes with an 84% audience score.
I think financially it's considered the worst movie of all time for them.
Good.
Warner Bros. Jeez.
Maybe they'll finally kick Ezra to the
Maybe
curb.
not all time.
Don't. Guys, be nice to people.
I mean, hey.
It's going to be okay.
Send them off with a fat check, but tell them to suck it.
Yeah, that's what you get when you get a bunch of criminals as your main character.
I've never been a criminal.
Marvel.
Well, that's different. That's different. Those are villains.
Oh.
So of course.
Up.
It's true.
It's
When
literally
you're the-
casting
When
the
you're
bad
the bad
guys.
guy, it's method
It's
acting.
method acting.
I never realized that before.
Yeah.
That's so true. Who would be the scariest actor if they were a method actor as the villain they played?
Ray Lewis.
What?
Who's Ray Lewis?
He's a linebacker.
You misunderstood the question. He's a scary human, yes, but
I feel
probably
like
Oppenheimer.
I don't know if is he a bad guy in the
I
movie?
don't know. I don't think so. Does it come out tomorrow? Where am I?
You're at home, Austin.
Dude, I wish.
Okay.
I'm ready for bed.
Dave, what were you just looking up on your phone a moment ago?
What year Hitler was born? Hitler would be a good method actor. Do you want to know honestly what I was looking up?
His birthday was April 20th. I remember
It
that.
comes out in 2 days, Sean.
What does?
Mission
So it comes out this
Impossible.
weekend.
Yeah. Thursday.
Man,
I thought it was the same week as Oppenheimer, same day.
No.
No.
Barbenheimer. Is its own
Barbenheimer.
But
thing.
no, because he threw a fit about them taking all the IMAX
Because
theaters.
his movie's already going to be out.
Yeah.
And then
so he
they're
doesn't
stealing,
get this. He doesn't get the second week.
Yeah. Then they're stealing his IMAXs.
It's troubling.
Did you see how like a random Barbie dream house showed up in LA for marketing for Barbie?
When I see weird, like fake viral stuff like that on the internet, I try never to repeat it out loud.
Wow. Ouch.
Without knowing more about it.
So I don't know anything about it, but I saw a picture of a pink house and people said the Barbie marketing team outfitted this mansion. You can apparently, my wife said you can rent it on Airbnb.
Airbnb.
So what's Oppenheimer doing?
Oppenheimer should blow that mother up.
That's the setup and the punchline.
That would set the tone.
Is it Will Ferrell's house? He's in the Barbenheimer.
It might
movie.
be. He might, yeah, he is. Somebody else was in it that I noticed. Oh, your boy Shang-Chi, David.
Oh yeah.
He's in it.
Shang-Chi. Shang-Chi. Just like my name is Sean.
I know Sean, but he doesn't.
Oh.
Hey, the chick that's BB-8's girl is in this. Wait, what am I looking at? No, she's in Mission Impossible.
What are you talking about?
The chick that's
BB-8's girl?
Yeah, she's the actress.
Daisy Ridley?
From Kenobi, no. Indira Varma.
So who is this?
What are you talking about?
She was in Kenobi. She was BB-8 when BB-8 died. Not BB-8. Where am I?
Ned
this
B.
Ned
is-
B.
Ned
Oh, see, that changes the entire story.
Yeah, that's wrong. I was wrong. Ned B. When he dies, the girl that's
His friend.
his friend. She's in Mission Impossible.
Oh, good for her.
I just saw random.
She's in Game of Thrones too, Dave.
tired. That's fine.
You'll find
Is
that
she?
out. Yeah, she has a small role in that show.
I heard that like everybody is in Game of Thrones.
Well, it's definitely because how long ago did that show come out?
It was a while ago.
I'm not sure.
It's been over a decade. That was a show that was very much a kind of a big trampoline for a lot of people's careers. That's for sure.
Yeah, for sure.
So you will definitely see a lot of people in that show that you will have also noticed in The Mandalorian and Kenobi
Okay.
and Andor and a lot of Marvel stuff. You will see a lot of these people showing up.
2011. Game of Thrones.
Man, the good old days.
Man, it's such a good show.
I can't wait for you to finish it and get another update on how you feel.
Dude, John Cena's in Barbie?
What?
Can you see him?
Don't spoil it, bro.
I just Googled cast.
I want to find these things out for myself.
Maybe Shang-Chi.
He's in.
Oh, wait,
John Cena's
he
in
is.
Star Wars too.
What?
In Rogue
he-
One.
Is he a stormtrooper?
Nope.
What is he, David?
Tell us.
He's in it.
Tell us what he's in. What is he doing?
Almost every scene.
Here we go.
John Cena's in every movie that you've.
Dude, I used to watch WWE pretty hardcore when I was in middle school.
All right. Top 5 WWE wrestlers, go.
Dude, Dave Bautista was a freaking beast.
Number 5.
Big Show.
The Big Show.
Yeah.
Where's the Big Show?
See, I like all those like super nostalgic like 80s wrestlers. That was before my time. I was Big Show, Bautista, Rey Mysterio.
Oh, 619.
Undertaker was still obviously kicking. John Cena was on the scene.
See, but we didn't have cable growing up, so we never watched Raw.
We didn't, but they did this thing where they would switch it. Like we would watch Channel 50. I don't even CW. And SmackDown was on CW or Channel 50 forever. And then randomly they switched it to Raw. And then randomly they switched it back. It's like they wanted you, it's like the mobile games where they want you to get a taste of both.
Psychology.
So that you get sucked into both soap opera storylines that are going on in these different parallel multiverse of wrestling. And then you buy cable so you can watch Raw and you can pay for SummerSlam.
I just remember the
Hell in a Cell.
the one fight where they fought over the custody of the kid.
Yeah.
what the heck?
Rey Mysterio's kid.
Yeah. It was like Eddie Guerrero and Rey Mysterio.
It's like a Jerry Springer.
R.I.P. to Eddie Guerrero.
All right, how old is...
No.
Yeah, he shot himself in the chest.
Right. Don't rest in peace.
Wow.
Oh my God.
Okay.
Dude.
I have a question. How old is your oldest child?
6.
6. Okay. Explain to me, like I am that old,
Right.
the difference between WWF, WWE, and WCW?
I think WCW was... Okay, let me start back with something I think I know more about, but I probably don't. WWF, I think they got sued by the something Wildlife Federation.
Okay.
The WWF is like another organization. I think their logo has a panda on it. And they had to change their name. And I also think they rebranded when Steve McMahon took over, or what's his name? Vince McMahon.
So what did they change it to?
WWE. That's what it is now.
Okay.
WCW, I think, was before all that. I don't know. See, that was before my time. Like when I first started watching is when like John Cena first came on the scene. And
so you guys were watching WCW?
No. I was watching WWE.
Well, so what was WCW cable that you guys didn't have? Or?
No, it was before WWF turned into WWE. I think WCW was a whole separate wrestling.
Oh, so it's not really around anymore?
No.
Okay.
No.
I see.
Then there was ECW, which was almost like the minor system of WWE, if you will. It was like the guys who couldn't get a contract in WWE went to ECW, which was like more extreme with more blood and more chairs.
Which one was Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson from?
He was in WWF before it became WWE.
Which one was
But Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson is a kite, so.
Which one is the Andre the Giant?
Andre the Giant was WWF. He was just before The Rock's time. He was that 80s era with Hulk Hogan and Randy Savage.
Which one was Schwarzenegger?
Nope. That didn't happen. He wasn't.
Dolph Lundgren.
He should have been, but he wasn't.
Apollo Creed.
But anyway,
Jet Li.
the one? Rey Mysterio, Big Show, Bautista. Dude, remember when I can see his face. He's like a massive dude. I can't remember his name. Remember the midget?
Yeah. It was Finley. Finley brought out his little kid, his Hornswoggle.
Hornswoggle.
And it turned out to be Vince McMahon's bastard son. That was the storyline. Yeah.
Dang.
What was the one where the guy got hit by a car?
Wait a minute! Good God Almighty! For God's sakes! That car just ran over Austin!
Dude, that happened every week.
Yeah.
Yeah, the most extreme though was the ladder match for Rey Mysterio's, the custody of Rey Mysterio's son, and he lost. He lost his son. This is preposterous. So yeah, if you look at the contract here, it says that we can do this. Okay. Is it going to be like a fair fight? No, it's not going to be.
It's so anticlimactic. Is this real?
It's real, dude.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
It's like a hero's redemption arc journey. He just loses. He loses his son.
You think you're just playing pretend in your underwear, and next thing you know, you lose your kid. Not the way you want it to happen.
How did we get here? 'Cause-
David randomly brought it up.
yeah, you're talking. You brought up WWE because you guys watched it when you were young.
Yeah.
Because you
And
mentioned
Randy Orton's RKO. Dude, I was RKOing people back in 7th grade years ago, but way before it became a meme of RKO. Oh man, Randy Orton is slithering. Watch out, watch out. Dude, I was doing that so long ago. I was way ahead of the curve.
So this all came up because he mentioned John Cena is in the MCU.
Yeah, because I said he's in Barbie.
Because we were talking about
Barbenheimer.
because we were talking about Mission Impossible Dead Reckoning.
Right.
Okay.
Yeah. And why did we talk about that?
Because it's coming out this weekend.
That's right. Sean, what's the last movie you
Because
saw?
we're talking about Top Gun Maverick.
Right.
Because you've never seen it.
I never see any of his movies.
Yeah.
Something about him. Something about his face. I don't trust him.
Would you just ask me
What's the
before
last movie you saw, Sean?
New movie?
Sure, whatever.
Well, I actually I rewatched a movie called The Two Popes on Netflix,
Okay.
which, if I explain it to you, it sounds like impenetrably boring. It's a movie. It's a fictional movie inspired by true events of the old Pope and the current Pope, played by actors. This isn't real.
Sure.
Having conversations
Oh, wow.
about the transition for like 2 hours. It's just 2 hours of old men talking to each other. Sounds really boring. It's a 10 out of 10 film.
Wow.
It's really good.
Nice. Anybody noteworthy in those? Anybody I would recognize?
Anthony Hopkins plays Pope
that's-
Benedict.
That's right.
And then, what's that guy's name? Price. No, Jonathan Price, is that it? I feel bad, I can't remember, but he plays Pope Francis. And what's funny is him playing Pope Francis is perfect because literally as soon as Pope Francis was became the new pope, everybody was telling this guy, dude, you look exactly like him.
Yeah.
And what's funny, Dave, is this actor actually is in Game of Thrones playing, in the future you'll get to a season where he plays essentially the Pope of Game of Thrones.
Jonathan Price.
Yeah, it's like just a very uncanny, fun thing. So anyway, I'm thinking about rewatching Titanic though. Want to know why?
Why, Sean?
Because I went on to a movie recommendation site and it said the most popular movie being streamed right now is Titanic.
Is that messed up?
And I said, I wonder why.
Interesting. Dude, talk about R.I.P.
It's probably because of that Internet Historian video.
I think it's a conspiracy. I don't think anybody
Tell us about
died. He's a billionaire.
Oh,
Yeah.
He wanted to disappear.
Sure.
Oh, sure. Billionaire gets in this thing that just implodes.
man, can you talk in that voice all the time?
I can try.
Wow, it went straight Western.
Now, Dave, you tell me how you came to the conclusion that this was a conspiracy.
Actually, since watching Game of Thrones, I only talk like them to Emily now.
That's got to be terrible for her.
She hates it.
So where's he at now?
Who?
The billionaire.
The billionaire who faked
Wherever
his
he
death.
wants.
Dang, that's true. He literally could be
He's
anywhere.
off the grid.
What if
Like that Kanye West song.
What if they found? I mean, nobody remembers the name of the underwater civilization from Wakanda Forever. Tenochtitlan or whatever.
Yeah.
Maybe that's where he ended up.
Probably not.
Neymar's aquarium.
Hey, by the way, shout out to the Meg 2 coming out.
Dude,
Maybe that's what happened to him.
I didn't see the first one. It looks like it's Meg versus Colossal Squids, maybe? Something like that?
No, the first Meg movie was one megalodon, and then they kill it. And then the beginning of third act twist is there's another megalodon that's even bigger that they didn't even know about, and they kill that one. And so then
So they killed two in the first one?
Yeah. So then this movie, I guess, is just there's more of them. There's 3 now.
That's one more than last time.
One more than the last time. At this rate, we'll never stop them.
Those trailers are so over the top. I love the old couple in the paddle boat trying to get away and just getting eaten whole.
That's how it's got to be sometimes.
Yeah, Jason, what's his name?
Someone had to die.
Statham.
Statham, yeah.
You know, did you guys ever really get into the Indiana Jones films growing up?
I did. I like them.
No.
But you are not motivated to go see the new Indiana Joneses?
Somebody gave me a very mixed review on it. They said people were walking out of the theater like basically saying that was the worst thing I've ever seen. And then other people were just like so happy to see Harrison Ford again.
I've heard people say the movie is kind of interesting up front. And then in the middle, it's kind of not great.
Yeah.
And then at the very end, like the last 20 minutes of the film, it's actually really dumb and fun.
Oh, wow.
I mean, I've had basically the entire plot spoiled to me, so I don't really know if I need to see the movie.
Sure.
I couldn't get into the Indiana Jones films growing up.
Well, I didn't even see Temple of Doom until I was an adult because my parents wouldn't let me because it's a freaking scary movie.
That was the movie that motivated the MPAA to make a PG-13.
Was it really?
Correctly. Yeah, because it was rated PG.
Dude, I believe it. That movie is messed up.
And then they were like, wait a minute. Who are you?
They got all these like satanic rituals and the dude eats a heart, I think.
That's PG. What's wrong with that?
Dude,
That's
I
Little
needed-
Mermaid.
Nowadays,
I needed my
it's
parents.
PG.
I still need my parents to see that movie.
What's a movie that,
me.
if it was remade today, it would probably be...
The Little Mermaid. Wait, finish your sentence.
I was going to say would like go from like PG to a hard R.
Dude, I don't know.
I would say The Country Bears.
Dude, that clip that you added to the last podcast, I was crying laughing watching it.
I don't know why I have all these like super obscure microcosm memories of things from movies or TV shows, and they just come to me
And
while
I
I'm
love that
editing.
you put in parentheses at the very end. Yes, this is real.
It's true. It's a real video.
This is not Mid-Journey.
There was blood on the ground.
I love how he's like, get the band, get the band back together. Well, that's the stupidest thing I've ever heard. What is this?
And meanwhile, the puppet is like desperately trying to keep up.
Yeah, we gotta add that.
See, but isn't there something magical about that? That's why those guys, Michael Bay and all them, they're cowards when they made a new Ninja Turtles movie.
Dang.
And they didn't put guys in costumes.
Cowards. Dude, I gotta see. They made another Transformers movie. We've talked about this in the past. There's more than you would think. I keep seeing clips. Apparently, my Instagram algorithm thinks I'm in love with Optimus Prime. Because I am. Every time I see one of these clips, it hypes me up so bad to see one of these movies. There's like 4 of them now I haven't seen.
I actually almost started watching them again.
I want to find where they're streaming.
Here's what you should do.
should I
Because
do?
one day something went wrong in my life.
Uh-oh.
And so I went to the Walmart down the road.
Oh, God.
And I went to the bargain bin.
Oh, no.
Sure.
And I found a
Lady's Child.
I found a pack of all the Fast and Furious movies,
Oh,
and I've never watched any of them.
dang.
And I said, "No, that's not true. I'd only watched one Fast and Furious movie, and it was the one where they were like super sad about Paul Walker
Sure.
dying, or yeah." So, I'm looking at it and I'm like, "This is happening." So I picked it up, and I was gonna take it to the checkout counter.
Mm-hmm.
And then a girl I knew and her mom were there. Mm-hmm. And then I got really embarrassed. I'm like, you didn't see this. And so then I took the movie home and I watched all the Fast and Furious movies.
Dang. When was this show?
And I learned something that day.
What?
That those are dumb movies.
Yeah.
But you almost can enjoy it because they're dumb.
Right. Well, that's the same thing.
I don't remember how long ago
Transformers.
this was. This was the Obama administration.
Wow. That was
not that long ago.
no.
But anyway.
Current.
So maybe that's what you
Pulling
need
the
to
strings
do.
behind the curtain.
That's what you need to do with the Transformers. You just
Dude,
need to
I
sit down and just
I need to. I saw a clip
Drink.
of Optimus Prime fighting 7 other robots at the same time and wrecking them. I don't even know which movie it was from, but I want to see it.
Yeah, they're all sprinkled across the different platforms. They're not like 1, 2, 3, 4. Watch these. It's
Right.
like one random one here,
Yeah.
random one here.
what about Bumblebee? You can see Bumblebee.
Oh, yeah,
forgot
there's a
that was a
Bumblebee
thing.
movie.
Gosh, Michael Bay, you really found your thing.
Does he do all of them?
Oh yeah.
No, not anymore. Some of the newer ones he
Oh really?
finally is like just the producer now.
See, I am terrible about falling off of a franchise and just never re-engaging. So what franchise is that for you? Where like
The Walking Dead.
Okay, that's a good one.
That is a good one.
I did that.
Yeah.
There was I can tell you the moment it happened. It was one of the later seasons.
Mm-hmm.
They decided they were going to just go full on World War, complete Civil War with the Saviors, right? Mm-hmm. That's Negan and his whole crew. And there was an episode where it was, you have your A plot and your B plot in a show, an episode, and then sometimes you'll have like a C plot.
Right.
But both the A plot and B plot were different groups of our heroes attacking Savior compounds. Mm-hmm. And so the editors and directors decided the way this episode would play out is just cut back and forth every couple minutes to actors just shooting guns in directions for 50 minutes.
Oh, no.
And I remember I finished that episode and I thought, I will die if I keep watching this show.
Yeah.
It will kill me. My creativity will die.
See, I quit just before that when Negan went full Negan mode. And it was the most...
Never go full Negan mode.
It was the most gruesome episode on television in history.
I will say that part you're talking about where Glenn, out of nowhere, Negan just kills Glenn. I got that same feeling, that same moment. I relived it when I watched Game of Thrones.
Oh my gosh.
When Ned Stark gets beheaded. Oh my gosh.
It's a little bit less graphic and gratuitous though. But don't you worry, Dave. There are deaths that are gonna there are deaths that are gonna be so much more gratuitous than that. Don't worry.
I don't know. They chop his head off and then the king puts his head on a pike and makes his daughter look at it.
Not good.
It's messed up.
My sweet summer child.
Dang, dude.
Sweet.
Savage.
King Joffrey. Yeah.
Well, maybe besides just like a TV show like The Walking Dead, for me, I think, I don't know. Maybe one of these episodes, we need to like listen to me go off about the Jurassic World movies.
Dude, I think you're the perfect person to do that.
I hate them like a meth addict hates meth.
Right.
Because I hate them, but I can't stop watching them.
Right.
And this is different than like a car accident. Because at least a car accident you're watching because you want to know what to tell the police afterwards. Like you want to be able to like know what the truth is, and then like you want to be ready in case you can run over and help somebody.
Right.
That's what this podcast is.
That's not what Jurassic World is though. I can't save it. I can't help it. It's in a free fall and I know there's no parachute I can give it.
You can help others by warning them. Not
Until, Sean, 2034. A young aspiring director named Sean Terry.
Oh, I won't be that young at that point, unfortunately.
A middle-aged inspiring
Oh my gosh.
director named Sean Terry reveals to the world
will beat Avatar 5 in the box office with his new
movie, Jurassic Universe.
The last Jurassic Park.
Across the Jurassic Universe. What do you think?
The rise of the Jurassic verse. So yeah, that'll be fun.
I'm excited for you. I would say I fell off Transformers, Jurassic World, Walking Dead. There's so many.
Mission Impossible.
Mission Impossible.
Indiana Jones.
I mean, I only didn't see the last one that just came out like 2 weeks ago. So
Yeah, you fell off hard.
I fell off.
You don't even know what happens to Shia LaBeouf.
MCU, because a Secret Invasion apparently is happening right now.
That's not fair though, because we're all in a place in our life where we're like, why are we going to watch that week to week when we can just watch it all at once?
But I think
like Moon Knight, I did with Moon Knight.
Everyone is at that place because it's just no more, please. No more non-exciting projects that I have to watch to keep up with the exciting projects.
When do you think the MCU is like just right? It's not too cold. It's not too hot. It's not too much. It's not too little. It's just right.
3 years ago.
Oh, really?
I don't know.
I think Infinity War and Endgame was kind of the peak of Marvel.
I mean, Spider-Man No Way Home was really good, but it was just like
Oh, you mean one of the highest grossing movies of all time was really good?
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, it was just a nostalgia factory. It was just...
I love No Way Home because it makes those other Spider-Man movies better.
For sure. 100%.
It makes 3 trilogies better.
Yeah.
It's interesting.
Yeah.
Just one big redemption.
They wrapped that up pretty well. I saw a great picture though, because like, it's like Endgame and Infinity War were just like amazing. And like Endgame, I said multiple times, like the way they just brought all of these storylines together was amazing. And then somebody pointed out, they say, remember in Infinity War, within the first 5 minutes, how they established that Doctor Strange can sever your arm off with his rings? Mm-hmm. Because it's like that one, Thanos' one henchman guy is going after Iron Man.
Sure.
The big brute guy.
And then he sends him to Antarctica and then the portal closes
and he cuts his arm off. It's like, so you remember how they clearly established that in the first 5 minutes? And then the rest of the movie, they spend trying to get the gauntlet off of Thanos' arm, and they can't?
I will say this. I think the movie does a good job explaining, at least visually, that you can't just beat him like that. He's too strong. He's too powerful. Like literally physically, his skin he wouldn't just lose his hand like that. Like you couldn't just take a sword to him. Sure. Like Thor can take his magical super axe, but you couldn't just take a sword to the guy. It wouldn't work.
Right.
However, I agree with you that very specific thing happening kind of makes everything a little bit more confusing.
It's probably like
it's
the
a
movie's
setup
done
and a reminder.
All the action is already written.
No payoff.
And they let the interns come in and now add your touch if you want on this part. When it cut his hand off. But nobody double checked him.
She-Hulk covers that.
And now he's dead in the back of a Starbucks. Because of this podcast.
Because he asked for a large coffee.
All right, well, final thoughts, boys.
Final thoughts. I should probably watch Secret War. I want to watch Transformers. Do not download mobile games. They will only ruin your life, both socially, financially, and emotionally. That's 3 things, not 2. But both of those things. And that's all.
Dave, final thoughts?
Freebird. I don't know. That's how we started, so that's how we'll end.
Free ball in this episode. That was a good free ball episode. Definitely our top 3 free ball episodes.
All right, well, my final thoughts are I want to just give a shout out to Mannequin.
Dude, taps off to Mannequin.
He's here.
Anybody we got to shout out? Nobody's really been commenting on our stuff.
Shout out to Noah. Shout out Noah Terry.
Noah's always worthy of a shout out.
Dude, you gave me your HBO account.
Dude, that's clutch. That's keeping this.
Are you the account that just says thanks, Noah?
Yeah, that's me. And if you're on Netflix and Teasies, I'm the thanks Teasy.
Well, that's been episode 42. And
Someone had to go.
We freeballed this episode, guys. So if you stuck through it, that means we were. Don't run from us. We were entertaining enough for you to get through it. We appreciate your viewership. We would ask you to like, comment, subscribe, call your Aunt Beatrice and get her on the subscribe button. Take the shot. We thank you and we love you. And I am a
princess of Alderaan.
I'm a princess and I am Austin. Thank you.
That's right, Chuck.
Peace.